And that's an alkaline?
And alkaline. And so you're alkaline in your diet. A couple of ways to make your body not alkaline is by adding a lot of meat, because your body tries to break that meat down. And so you're making your body acidic. And cancer thrives in an acidic body.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the best thing that we found is like our harvested deer, the venison meat.
Oh yeah.
It's like that. I have a really hard time digesting meat.
Right.
And we had we're at a deer now and used it all, but that was the easiest thing to digest.
Sounds perfect.
The venison.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now, there's nothing wrong with eating meat, but when I'm talking about when you have cows that have a lot of growth hormones and stuff like that,
and that's why we prefer.
So game is great. Now in California, I eat a lot of abalone. Now it's highly illegal to do this because it's an endangered species. Because the Japs came down and got a lot of it. Okay. Abalone are the beautiful shells. It's an uni-shelled mollusk. And it attaches to the rocks. I'll pry them off with a screwdriver, and then I'll saute them up and eat them, or just eat them raw. But they're a superfood because they all they eat is algae, and so it's even a cancer factor to eat this stuff. Yeah. So we want to alkaline our body. We want to stretch and then stay active. If you can take little walks, find a hobby that enables you to maybe taking pictures. Looking at bird watching, anything that gets you out. So you're getting sunshine, getting that B vitamins out of the sun. That's a really important thing. And just getting, even if it's 15, 20 minutes of a little walk, it's important to keep the blood flowing and keep active. And it gives you something to look forward to. And if you can throw in a hobby into it, then it keeps you even more excited. Like I do photography, I wasn't a photographer before, but now it helps.
Awesome.
Also, I'll recommend marijuana, just a little pipe load, a small amount, like you take one little puff like that, and then a lot of the nausea goes right away, and it's not something that you want to overdo, but a little bit, like whether it be in the morning or in the evening before bed, it could settle your stomach and bring up an appetite. Where all of a sudden, and then also it could be a cause for creativity in the kitchen, where like all of a sudden it'd be like, wow, let's add some curry to this, which I don't know. Sometimes people don't.
We all need that in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's fun. Curry's not something that a lot of people like, but I'm going to recommend turmeric. Okay, turmeric's an anti-inflammatory that really is amazing. Okay.
Yeah, we've been watching the cooking shows, and they use a lot of spices.
Yeah, turmeric, you can get it in the way I would recommend getting it is they have powder, which isn't as good as the paste. In Safeway, they have little squeeze tubes, looks like toothpaste. You can get that stuff and just squeeze it right onto your
spoon or whatever.
Or your dish. With some garlic, whatever you're doing. Yeah. Onions, things like that are good for you.
How much with this turmeric?
Just a little bit. Try to do it a couple times a week, like maybe a teaspoon in your cooking, And I was cooking with my dad the other day. We were making a cream of mushroom soup over chicken, and he threw some turmeric in there, and boy, it really made it good. It was almost like an Indian food, but for some reason, it's an anti-inflammatory that's really good for you. I juice this stuff in California. I'll take the turmeric root and grind it in a wheatgrass juicer, and then grind some ginger, and then squeeze a lemon, and it's in a shot. Boom! I do that every day, and I'm getting good results. In case you can't find the actual root and the juicer and all that stuff, you could do it with that other way.
Nice.
So what else do we have on our list here? So the coconut oil is very important to cook with. It's very good for your digestive tract, and it's also good for your body. Coconut oil. Also coconut water. You can get it at Costco in cases where it's more affordable. But coconut water is a great hydrator for your body, and you're going to want to stay hydrated. There's some other things I'm going to want to take later, personal notes on, like some of the things that are going on with you that I could ask my friend in California, my doctor, about specific things. But as a general overview, these are kind of the things I did want to discuss with you. Primarily being diet. Diet's a great way that you can start fighting your own battle immediately.
Yeah.
And like yogurt has the cultures, the probiotics.
Yeah.
Man, if you have a healthy digestive tract, your rest of your body will be healthy. So it's very important. Very important.
My whole thing with the food, and like we just got Mom that juice, which has 18 billion probiotics per serving, and like you're gonna spend $65 for 90 servings of this juice, but you're gonna spend $45 on a month's supply of 18 billion probiotics. So everything that's in that juice is like, and they do recommend it with apple juice too. But I want my little ones to try it. These are the things that I want to like start introducing, not just because Mom lives with me now. So it's not just things that I want to do for her. It's things that I want to do for all of us, right? Just every day, it's your lifestyle.
That's so wise. Yeah. That's so wise because that's it's a proactive. You're being a proactive person. If everyone was to take a little bit of cannabis oil in their diet every day, they'd probably be a lot healthier.
I'm trying to figure. Are you still on record?
Well, yeah, I am. So we can talk about that other stuff later. But this is the stuff I'm just going to share with my one buddy. What was I going to say?
Could I ask you something?
Yes, indeed.
When you took your puff off your pipe, how soon are you
feeling better?
Yeah,
it's instantly.
Now,
like I was feeling sick, and now I'm not.
Okay. Now the oil that I'm on, oil.
Yeah. Like this.
Yeah, but it's in a bottle with a dropper.
You could show him after.
Yeah. Okay.
And I don't seem to get instant results.
Okay. Well, see, like this morning at 11 o'clock, I took one of these, and I didn't feel it for an hour until I was sitting in the chemotherapy chair at 12 o'clock, and then all of a sudden I'm like, wow, I feel pretty darn good right now. But then now it's like 2 o'clock or something like that. Yeah. 3 or something. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So now I'm feeling really cool. I'll be feeling like this all day long into the evening. But the thing is, if I was to take this pill, and this is a fifth of a gram, half a gram. So not a fifth, but a half a gram. If I was to take this in the evening time at like 8 o'clock at night, it would be too late, and then I'd go into far too deep a sleep. And then I'd have sleep apnea all night long. So I do not recommend that. I recommend, that's why I say it's very important to take it in the morning at about 10 to 11 after you got your morning stuff out of the way, and then you take this and then you just kind of chill through the afternoon, find a good show or do your little painting or photography.
Mom's having no effect at all on her pills. And when
you should
I
be
gave
having
her
some effect.
The first batch that I gave her, like she was on even less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, if you were to take one of these ones that have been decarbed, meaning heated up above 180 degrees, you would not like it. You would wish that you hadn't done it because it's just too strong.
That's what she was. That's how.
Right. And so we want to avoid that. We want to avoid
feeling that.
Yeah.
Or no effects at all.
Yeah. The only effect I had was on that very first batch. That
very first batch we made though was unheated.
Yeah.
No
so
heat.
That would be what this is. This is made exactly the same. Okay.
But she got high.
Okay. That we don't want anyone getting high. Yeah. That's the last thing we want. Okay. Because there's no need for it. You're not supposed to. You want to take more of the pill and get less high, but having more of the medical beneficial things, the THC and the CBD. Mm-hmm. So we're doing freeze extractions. So when we're soaking it, it's in the freezer. When we pour it into the glass, we pour it from the big thing that we store it in, the mason jar. You pour it strained into the Pyrex dish, and then put it in that 100-degree water, secondary burner thing, and then it evaporates at such a low temperature that, like, if you were to shoot it with a heat gun, it would probably be 90 degrees, and so it's way below the parameters of 180 degrees, and then therefore, you're still getting the same yield. You're still getting 22 grams from 4 ounces. Okay, 22 grams of oil, same as you'd be getting the other way. But these 22 grams, you could take a higher amount of in your capsule, therefore getting more medical benefit, killing the cancer, and then and that's what we want. We want to kill cancer. And then if you were to take a small amount, like a